Yeah. My grandmother, well, your dad thought Grandma was a better cook than my mother.
Yeah.
She was not.
Oh, really?
Well, she over seasoned things
Uh-huh.
and used. She was very heavy on the oil. And I didn't care for her.
Yeah.
Mom was a lot more delicate.
Yep.
Now your father, I thought, liked Grandma's.
Right, right. That's
Because
quite
he
true.
was heavy on the
Yes,
spices.
yes, yes,
Not spices, herbs.
yes.
So what are some of your favorite recipes that Grandma and Grandpa made?
Oh, I have a few. I finally got one recipe that Mom could not remember.
Yeah.
And of course my grandmother was gone, but my grandmother used to make a Christmas bread. And it was called fugasa. And it was I never found it in your dad and I used to look for it in a cookbook.
No.
Never found it. And I had now see, I called her a cousin in Rutland who lived in Rutland, whose parents came from the same town. And she knew it and she sent it to me and I have it written down. It's a fruit bread. And it's not,
Isn't that the
it's
one
not
with,
like a stolen, no.
it has yeast in it, right? Yeast?
It's what?
It's a yeast bread. Yeast.
It's a bread.
Okay,
It's made with yeast,
okay.
just like a bread.
Yeah.
But it's full of fruit and aniseed.
Right, I remember that.
Do you?
Ah,
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And pinyon nuts.
yes. And
I'll have
raisins.
to copy that for you.
Golden
Because
raisins.
I haven't made that since my cousin.
Of course, now I can't eat wheat.
Now see, they were people that we grew up calling each other cousins
Yes.
in Rutland, Vermont.
What else did Grandma make that was so good? The
Oh, she
cappelletti?
made everything
The
good.
cappelletti?
Capillaries, I learned to make the stuffing
Mm-hmm.
like she did. She taught me that.
Yeah.
And I knew the dough, but Eddie's the one who makes the dough. That's a ritual, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That's fun.
Well, she made stuffed ravioli
One
too.
thing
Yeah,
my dad
that's
did
right.
make good, he made real polenta.
Oh.
He said he grew up on polenta, because that's a poor man's dish.
And how did he make it?
Well, you know, the stirring and letting it, don't you remember Grandpa making that?
But what was in it?
Cornmeal, coarse cornmeal.
Oh, just plain? No cheese. Cheese?
No, that came later.
Oh.
That came over it, sprinkled.
Oh.
Oil and cheese sprinkled over. I've forgotten what his recipe is, but I have John's recipe, John Slade's, and that's really good.
What about
It's
the
more like
polenta verde? Polenta verde.
That was made with Swiss chard.
Right.
So, I've never made that, but I loved it. And
Or
then,
kale.
And
I
then
thought we did
sometimes you
kale.
put red kidney beans in it.
Yeah, and sausage.
Yeah, and sausage, just like lentils. In
Oh,
fact,
and the
that was the
lentils
sauce
and
that you
pudding
put over. That was the sauce you put over the polenta.
The what?
You didn't put that in the polenta. You made polenta and then you made a sausage, a sauce with tomatoes and fresh plum tomatoes. Oh, I've forgotten what else. And the sausage.
Oh.
And I think dried mushrooms.
Oh.
Just a sprinkling them for flavor.
I liked
that
Grandma's
was the sauce you
frying.
put on the polenta. And you made lentil soup the same way. Now, I'm sure your dad made that.
Well, lentils and coutagine.
Yeah.
And
No, I haven't made
what
that
did
in
you
so
say?
long.
Grandma used to fry foods
Oh, yeah.
really well.
frita mista.
Her fried
She would what?
fried foods, chicken and zucchini and
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the fish.
yeah.
No, it's
artichokes.
Grandma's
Yeah.
trip
She'd
to
do the
fry.
fish and the zucchini flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zucchini, mushrooms,
Mhm.
artichoke hearts.
Mhm.
I read in the Wall Street Journal in one of their editions when they had the cooking, I think that's on Wednesday or so, But some famous restaurant, French restaurant in New York serves the fried flour.
Oh, yeah, zucchini
You know,
flour.
no one ever heard of it, but Grandma taught me the trick to frying. I do good frying now. You coat everything in flour. You never put it in a batter or anything without flour, because it doesn't stick to the, and it seals it. And
So flour and then egg
yeah,
and then
put
flour
flour in a
again.
bag and put the
Yeah.
whatever you're going to cook in flour and coat it in flour. Not heavy, just enough coating so if you put it in egg, the egg will stick to it, and it won't, and the oil won't penetrate it.
Well, I do the flour, then the egg, and then the flour again.
Oh, I don't do it twice.
Oh.
Just the once. But I get it good and coated. You know that too. Everything. She said, anything you fry, do that. And
That was
she
her.
taught me that.
Well, I have Grandma's batter recipe in her handwriting in my recipe box.
I have a few of those too. We should put those on the website.
Yeah.
Scan them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Richard.
that'd be
Debbie, I'll
nice.
get
I
a
have
few-
it, Copoletti. Copoletti in her handwriting.
Okay.
Debbie, I'll get a few recipes together for you and
Okay.
send them that I think you don't have.
Okay. I might have the Christmas cake though. I might have that.
Christmas bread.
Bread. I think you said it to
Because
me
she
before.
has a recipe for a cake.
Oh,
That was different. That was not made with yeast.
okay. Well, we'll look. And
This
see.
was a dough. And
Yeah.
Grandma used to cover it with a towel, cover the dough overnight, and put it next to the potbelly stove in the
Oh, yeah.
basement to get the heat from that to make it rise. Do you remember that?
Nope.
that's before your
Not the
time.
potbelly stove.
I don't
No,
remember
it's
that.
her Christmas cake,
Yeah.
but this is her Christmas bread.
Okay. Then I don't have that.
And Gloria, my cousin Gloria, said she went all over to all the old timers she knew to find them, because her mother was gone and didn't remember it, you know. She didn't remember it.
Well, should we take a break? You want to take a break? I think
Yeah,
this is
I'm
good.
finished
We've been
talking.
doing that for a while.
I don't have anything interesting to talk about anymore.
Oh no, nothing.
I talk myself